Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone, welcome back to my garden. In today's video I'll be doing some garden chores here and there around my garden, and amongst the things that I'll be doing today are, the first thing is I'll be taking down the tomatoes, like the one that you can see right here in front of you. So I'll be taking down this tomato in this garden bed, and I'll also be taking down this tomato here on the trellis, and I'll be replacing these two tomatoes with beans and peas. So in this container here, I'll be using this container to regrow to grow peas, sugar snap peas, and I'll also be using this space here with this trellis to grow some Kentucky Wonder pole beans. So the next thing that I'll be doing in the garden as well, I'll be staking my zucchini plants. So right here, these are my zucchini plants. As you can see that they're bending towards, they're bending forward, and I'm trying to get them to lean backward and create some space here in the front so that we can have extra room for other things to grow. So what I'm doing right here, I'm just cutting this entire plant right at the base. I'm not sure if I'll be removing the roots of this plant. I think I'll prefer to just let the roots die back inside the soil and like decompose and then become part of the soil. I see I have few tomatoes right here. I'll just harvest the tomatoes and I'll take them inside. So I need to cut this tomato into pieces so that I'll be able to remove it from this trellis. And this trellis currently, it's quite leaning on one side. So what I was thinking of taking a twine and attaching this trellis into, like, on the pole next to, on my gate. So I'll try to take maybe a string. Let me show you. So I'll try to take a string here. Oh my word, I just stepped on one of my tomatoes. Yeah, so the tomato is gone. I only have one more tomato here. So let me show you. I'll be taking this string here and I'll be using it to tie it on this pole here, this pole right here, so that I could make this trellis more upright. You see, it's kind of leaning on this side, so I want to make it like a little bit straight. So let's do that. All right, so this is how it looks. I just attached the string that was on this that was holding the tomato. I just took it and I tried to tie the string onto that pole right there so that it could make the trellis straight, upright, and also it's also helping the trellis to be more sturdy so that it doesn't like move sideways, like in terms of if we have to have heavy winds. So now the trellis is quite sturdy, and yeah, it's looking much better. So what I have left in this container, I only have this huge oregano that I think I'll be harvesting for drying very soon. Maybe even today. I may harvest it also today in the video, I'm not sure, but I think I'll be harvesting this. Well, let's just harvest it and create more space for the sugar snap peas. Yeah, let's harvest this. So I think I'll be cutting this what is this now? I'll be cutting it quite low so that it could start shooting out new growth from the base. And I'll take all the clippings of all that I have harvested inside the house to go and hang it upside down and let it to dry, and then I'll start using it in I'll start using it in my dishes. What I like about this plant, I like mostly its foliage. I mean, look at it. I really like the foliage. It's silvery and it's just gorgeous. It's just beautiful. So basically I can say it was acting like a mulch to this container. So yeah, so this is the plant right now. I'm just really cutting it very hard, and then this is gonna give more room to the sweet peas. And I'll just do the cleaning inside. I'm not afraid of this plant dying. Like, I've done this before and it came back very well. Or the harvest that I have here right now here, and I'll go and keep it somewhere just in a good space, good area, and then we'll come back and work on the rest of this container. I've got few spring onions here at the back, but the spring onions, they haven't done much for me. Maybe because they're not getting enough sun, I'm not sure. But there's the stem. I don't know if I should remove it or not. I think I should just leave it and not to disturb the soil. I don't want to disturb the soil way too much. So I know I seeded, yeah, I have forage in this area, and now I'm destroying the soil. I'm playing with the soil way too much. So what I'll do, I'll just harvest these spring onion as well to create extra room for the sweet peas. This is starting to bulb. I don't know if this was gonna turn into an onion or not, but yeah, they're all spring onion. I'll put this together with the rest of the herbs that I just harvested now. So I'll just try to well, as I am digging the soil, it feels like the soil underneath is a little bit dry, meaning that I need to increase on my watering in this area. Not very dry, but a little bit dry in this container. I need to increase watering in this container. Not very much, but yeah, quite often though. So in this container right now, I think I'm done cleaning this container and preparing it for the next planting. What I'll be planting here is this is what I'll be planting in this container. This is the peas, the sugar snap cascadia. The cascadia is the type of peas that I'll be growing, and these are the sugar snap peas, meaning you can eat both the pods and the bean inside the peas. You don't have to, these are not the shelling peas like the ones that you need to shell before you eat. You can eat both the outer and the inner part of the pea. So yeah, these peas for me, I've grown them like since I started growing peas. Like, these were the first peas I started growing, and since then I like the height of these peas are not very tall. The height, they're about like maybe 50 to 60 centimeters in height. They are on the dwarf variety, on the dwarf type, on the dwarf side of the peas. They don't grow very tall. So that is one thing that I like about these peas. And the other thing is that when they start producing, they are really a good producer. They produce very well for me. And the only thing that I had an issue with last year is that I never had a great germination on these peas. I don't know whether it's because of the peas. I mean, the issue that I had in my garden with the cutworms, because most of the peas or most of the seeds that I seeded never germinated. Like, I seeded about 30 seeds, and out of 30 seeds, like maybe 5 or 4 seeds germinated, and that was a very poor germination rate. So I am trying to do it right now and see how it goes. And the other thing, the reason why I'm trying to seed my sugar snap peas right now, like almost the end of summer, we are approaching fall for us. We're approaching autumn, which is fall. So I am trying to get much harvest out of these sweet peas compared to having to grow them in spring. Growing spring peas for me does not work. That's what I found. Like, I don't get a harvest at all because it gets way hot much earlier for us here. That's what I can say. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing in this container. So I want to grow like maybe a fall or autumn winter type of sweet peas, not the other way around, like the spring summer type of crop or type of sweet pea. So I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So well, coming to this container, I'll be removing this tomato here in the center, but I'll be leaving the rest of the plant surround these tomatoes where they are. I'm not going to touch them. So what I'll be doing, I'll be growing my Kentucky Wonderful beans that I saved from the previous crop that I had into this container. Previously I said that I won't be growing my Kentucky Wonderful beans in the same place that I grew them last year, because the growth in that area was not great as I wanted the growth to be. So I am swapping the area, or I am changing the place to see how they'll perform in this area. I mean, the soil is quite fertile, and I'll also be adding a little bit of fertilizer month end. Yeah, in like all around my garden. Like I like adding fertilizer into my garden all at once, and I like doing it month end. So yeah, so this is what I'll be doing. I'll be removing the tomato from the trellis, and I'll be replacing the tomatoes with these Kentucky Wonderful beans. So same method I'll be doing with this one as well. I'll just be cutting the base of the tomato and letting the roots inside, or leaving the roots inside the soil to decompose and become part of the soil. The tomatoes had already started growing some tomatoes, but I'm not bothered about that, because I don't think these tomatoes will do anything much for me at this time of the year. I think I would rather start afresh if I want to grow new tomatoes, or if I want to grow tomatoes, I would rather start afresh and grow new tomatoes. And right here I've got some seedlings here that I'll be moving to to maybe some bigger container. But for now, let's grow some beans in this area. Just digging a few holes, like next to the poles of the where I'll be growing the beans. So in this one pot I got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I've got 7 beans, and in the second bean pot I got 4 beans. Maybe I'll be putting these 3 beans in the center, and I'll be exactly where, yeah, I'll be putting a string, or I'll be tying a string on top of the trellis for these the beans to trellis on. All right, covering everything. I don't think I will need to label what I'm growing in this space, because I already know that the beans that are growing here are the Kentucky Wonderful beans, the vining type of beans, blossom and rot from the previous tomato that I had here. I think that was close to inconsistent watering. So yeah, so that is how it looks. That is how it looks. That is how it looks. With this area, I'm done growing my beans. Next, we'll be going back to the container with the sweet peas, and we'll be growing the sweet peas there. But before that, let me show you what I have here. Here I have another bean that I've grown here, and on the other side as well there's another bean there. So these are my golden wax beans, but it seems like these beans are getting attacked by spider mites, I guess. So I think I will have to come later on today or maybe tomorrow and spray this plant with my baking soda solution, baking soda mix. So yeah, so that's what I have in this container here. And let's go back to the sugar snap pea container. And for the sugar snap peas, I won't be soaking my sugar snap peas because I know many people do soak their sugar snap peas. I think the soaking of the seeds is to it's just to make it easier for the seed to germination way faster. But for me, I don't mind that. I don't mind my seed germinating a little bit later than usual. So I'll just be seeding my seed as is from the pack. So what I will do, I'll just put some holes on, like all around the trellis, not in the center. I'll just leave the center open. I'm not going to seed any seed or any pea in the center. So I'll just be making holes on all around the trellis, and that's where I'll be putting my sugar snap. Okay, let me rather just make like yeah, let me just do it like that. Right here I'll be putting 2, and on the other side I'll be putting 2 as well. Alright, so just like that, and we are done sowing our peas. Same with this, I don't think I need to label this because I already know what's in here. There's only one crop in this container, and that is the sugar snap peas, Cascadia variety. Right, so here I need to tie back my zucchini. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do that because the zucchini looks like it's bending too much. Like, see how much the zucchini has bended like forward. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna try my best. If I break it, I break it. Then I'll have to start from fresh. I'll have to start from square one again, growing a new seed in this area. But let me just try and see if I can make it. It was all my fault. I was supposed to do this. It was all my fault. I was supposed to do this like yesterday because this zucchini plant was upright yesterday, but we started getting rain, and the rain just became too much, and all the water that was on the leaves became way like too heavy for the plant, and the plant just ended up falling like forward, and the stem also just took the shape. So I'll be removing this container here just to get in there and then take care of the plant. Okay, I said I'll be removing only one container, but I ended up removing 3 containers because I want to be a little bit comfortable while doing the process. So yeah, I did it. I didn't break it. I thought I was gonna break this plant out. It seemed like it's quite tolerant. It's quite tolerant of any situation, I guess. So yeah, I did it. And the other thing is that this plant is starting to give me some baby zucchinis. I don't know if you can see right here. There's one baby zucchini here. Yeah, so that's what I can see so far from my side. Okay, there's another baby zucchini right here as well. So before you know it, I'll start harvesting zucchinis. And the other thing that I'll also be taking care of that zucchini as well. So the other thing that I wanted to do is remove all these leaves. All these leaves have powdered mildew. And the last thing that I would like to see in my garden is or the last thing that I would like to battle in my garden is battling with powder mildew. Like anything disease is just not my thing. So yeah, I'll be taking care of these, removing all the affected leaves, and then I guess that's what we have for this area here with the zucchinis. All right, so both of my zucchinis are now stacked on the poles, and yeah, we shall continue staking them as they grow. All right guys, that's it for today's video. So as always, thank you for watching and thank you for your everyday support. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel, and please don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I upload new videos. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum, and I will see you in the next one.